That's it, everybody. It finally happened. When people say the sky is the limit, Oda simply says yes, but have you broken it yet? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shonen Shore, your stop in the modern world of Shonen. Today, we're going to be reviewing One Piece Chapter 1026, Turning Point. Let's dive right in. The cover page of Chapter 1026 shows Nami outfitting a mink child with a t-shirt that sports a very familiar logo from all the way back in the East Blue Saga of Chapter freaking 77. The little lion logo wasn't exactly a big deal all the way back in that saga, quite the opposite actually, as it was literally a hand-me-down from Nojiko that Bellamere decided to add some flair to. And add some flair she most certainly did. We don't get to see stuff like this from the East Blue Saga anymore, and that's a real shame. There is an absolutely enormous amount of people that started reading and watching One Piece when the East Blue Saga was still being released, myself included, and I have to say, I never get tired of Oda making callbacks to things like this that appeared so very long ago in the story. I shouldn't be surprised, the man is a master, and this cover page is one of my personal favorites in recent memory. Chapter 1026 starts in the Flower Capital, where the Fire Festival continues with people dancing, singing, playing music, and overall partying their asses off, blissfully unaware of the doom headed their way. We get to see Hitetsu and Otoko for a brief moment, Hitetsu thinking about Otama's departure to help in the battle, and I do like that Oda brings us back here to the Fire Festival every now and then throughout these chapters to remind us of the very real stakes in this battle. It's pretty simple, really. Rubberman loses, Flower Capital goes splat, Fish, Dragon, Oni drinks sake until the end of his days. And for anyone that truly cares about the sake, yes, I'm looking at you, they will do whatever they can to help the Rubber Pirate not lose. We then cut to Onigashima Rooftop to see Kaido, Luffy, and Momonosuke staring off at each other once again. After a close call with the Boro Breath, which Momo does not know how to do, as he quickly tells us, Momonosuke bites and ultimately injures Kaido. Luffy lands an elephant gun on Kaido's stupid fish dragon face, and wait, hold on. Hold on. Is that right? Momonosuke bites Kaido and does damage? Like, actual damage. Momonosuke is of course still extremely scared and doubts himself instantly, but is a brief flashback that takes place through Momonosuke's perspective really the plot armor that Momo needed to do something in this fight with real significance? Now, the question on your mind, my mind, and probably Big Mom's mind if she were here to see this is, obviously, how is this possible? How is Momo able to damage Kaido? Is it because Momo is also a dragon? Did Luffy do something to Momo, like imbue Momo's fangs with Conqueror's Haki so that he could bite Kaido or something? I can already hear people in the community jumping to the conclusion that Momo has awakened Conqueror's Haki, and is therefore able to damage Kaido, and I understand that there is an argument to be made for Momo to eventually awaken Conqueror's Haki, being Odin's son, having aged up to an adult and all that, but I really don't think that's the case here, considering the lack of black lightning or really any other visual indication of it in the panels. I would love to hear your theories and speculation on this, so please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'll probably do a video in the near future talking about Kaido's physical limits, so be sure to subscribe and make sure you don't miss out on any content. I'll be uploading regular videos throughout the week, and you definitely don't want to miss out. Now, Kaido is understandably a bit peeved about this current situation, as Momo is just latching onto him and not letting go. Luffy, however, interrupts this tender moment between them with a solid Conqueror's Haki infused right hook to Kaido's fish, dragon, Oni face. Luffy really didn't give Kaido a lot of time to process what just happened, did he? The scene cuts again quickly to Jack against Duke and Perospero against Neko. The samurai being on the back foot of their respective fights, as they have just lost their Sulong form due to the cloud coverage over the moon. The moon has been a pretty big plot device in this fight, considering that the Minks have relied on it heavily throughout the course of this battle, and that continues to be the case as we soon find out at the end of this chapter. It's unfortunate that the Minks have seemed, well, to be quite blunt, comparatively useless to the other fighters in the battle without the aid of the moon on their side, but getting to see the Sulong forms of characters like Neko, Duke, Carrot, etc. really is a visual treat to look at, and Oda clearly doesn't want us to be too spoiled on it. Back up to the rooftop, Luffy gives praise to Momo for his actions, finally snapping him out of his fear in this battle. Yelling out, "Momo, you just bit one of the 4 Emperors of the Sea! Does anything in this world seem to scare you after that?" To which, an invigorated Momo replies, "No!" It's about time Momo got over his fears. I don't think I'm the only one that was starting to get a little impatient with him not maturing at least enough to be useful in this fight. Luffy then tells Momo to fly and stop Onigashima in its tracks and proclaims that he will certainly defeat Kaido. And on the subject of flying, as a quick side note, I just started watching One Piece anime with my friend who has never seen One Piece before, or read it for that matter. And for those of you that can remember all the way back in the 2nd episode of the anime when the Navy soldier is told to throw the little girl over the wall, he certainly does send her flying. He absolutely yeets her. We thought it was hilarious, but anyway, back to the story. Isn't this like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Luffy proclaim that he will defeat Kaido? It's worked out for him better and better each time he has, I suppose, but do you remember what happened to him the very first time he tried to take on Kaido? Luffy clearly doesn't, but everyone that hears Luffy say this cheers him on, Captain Kidd included, and Kaido rushes to attack the straw hat wearing captain. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the highlight of the chapter, hands down. The clash between Luffy and Kaido is so powerful that it splits the very sky in 2 in a beautiful double-page spread revealing the moon. At this point, there really should be no doubt that Luffy is officially at the level of Emperor in terms of power. And we all saw it coming. It would be sooner rather than later that Luffy would achieve this level of power if he had any chance of defeating Kaido. And I've seen people in the community talk about how Luffy maybe shouldn't have gained this level of Conqueror's Haki until around the time he met back up with Shanks. But if Luffy was going to have any hope of defeating an Emperor of the Sea, who also happens to be known as the world's strongest beast, he would ultimately have to break through that extremely exclusive ceiling of power. I have theories and ideas on where this fight is going and how it will inevitably end, but that's all we see from it in this chapter. Now that the moon has once again been revealed from cloud cover thanks to Kaido and Luffy's clash, Neko and Duke go back into their badass Sulong forms, and in an awesome side-by-side comparison, we see them use their own Odin one-sword style technique to take out Pero, Sparrow, and Jack respectively. And just like that, Big Mom's eldest son, Pero, Sparrow, and Jack the Drought have finally been defeated. This felt like a satisfying conclusion to their respective battles. Getting to see them in their Sulong form and get revenge for all of the suffering that they have endured was a great way to end the chapter. I can't wait to see how Zoro and Sanji's fight goes, obviously, in the coming chapters, and I would be surprised if we stayed away from them for much longer, especially after getting some interesting news that Sanji's body is, quote, feeling weird after using the raid suit. And I know I will briefly mention Orochi, who did appear at the end of this chapter, but at this point, I feel like he's literally on his last life and just waiting to die after all the decapitations that he's endured, and I think we're all just waiting to see who will be the one to finally do it. All in all, this was a fantastic chapter. The battles are both ramping up and coming to a close, so we'll just have to wait and see how Oda surprises us in the near future. There is no break next week, so I will be posting my review for chapter 1027 next Sunday. Please do subscribe to stay up to date to Shonen content in your YouTube feed throughout the week. Please let me know what you thought of the chapter down below in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everybody.